Okay folks, this will be a difficult one. Perhaps it's an interesting piece. Let's see if we can make this one come up a treat. It's fairly small. I don't know how it's going to look. If we can make it look any good. Definitely a 400% job. Okay, let's see what we have here. It is some piece of e-waste I found on the street, on the footpath, should I say. Looks like a camera lens or something, or lenses, something off a mobile phone. You can just see that little blue flash there. So we're just going to, makes me think of Johnny Five out of the movie called Short Circuit. It looks like his head, his face, his eyes. Just going to straighten that up a little, trying to make it nice. Number 5 is alive. No disassemble number 5. Yeah, that was out of the movie called Short Circuit and Short Circuit 2. A couple of old favourites from my youth. Yeah, looks interesting. Not quite what I was after. I was hoping that was going to flash nicely, make an interesting colour. But it's nicely positioned. Oh, that looks too dark, actually, but it shows that nicely. It's a bit too dark. Blue makes it really dark. Wondering if maybe, so this was the last one we just did, which is in black, that covered in black. Oh, I know why. I know how. I know why it turned out that way. You can't use this, right? You can't use this with this. You have to use brightness, and that's what happened, and I just meant to lighten it there. That's why it went all dark. Let's see how it turns out now. Yeah, that looks even better. That looks better now. That's got a bit more interest in it. I do think it might still need to go a bit lighter. Yeah, I think that's as light as we can get it. See what happens if we take the black out. Yeah, it looks shit house, actually. That's the, without the black, it looks shit. Looks crap. I do think this is the better one. The first one, I think, was the clearest one, if I'm correct, or is it the blue one that I like? Or maybe we can do another blue version, but make sure it is a bit less blue, maybe, perhaps. So we're just going to put back the black. Maybe drop this off a bit. Maybe a bit more subtle. Yeah, that's nice actually. That looks a bit better. It's a bit more realistic colour-wise. It's a bit better. I do think we're going to try something different, just to see out of experimentation now that we've got these ones done. I'm just going to remove that. And we're just going to put that there. I'm just going to make this into a movement piece on my hand. Using my hand, I'm going to move it around. I don't know how that's going to look. It's gone. Not even on the page, just a little bit there in the corner. I don't like it when it doesn't work. I can't get it to get in the frame when I'm moving it, so I'm just going to try that again. Yeah, that looks interesting. Not quite what I'm after. Again, I didn't get much of it in the frame. I don't know if it's really worth doing it like this. Gonna try it again. Yeah, that's come up a treat actually. I do think we can utilise that. I do think so. Probably not the greatest, but it's not the worst. We got something out of it. So we're just going to not dispose of it willy-nilly. We're going to put it in my e-waste bag to be properly disposed of at a waste depot, which deals with this fucking shit called e-waste. So yeah, that's going to go into the corner, like so. Just going to try not to overlap it too much, just a little fraction of it. So just a little fraction of an overlap. Now we're just going to remove the blue and we're just going to remove the blue. No more. Gonna lighten this off, maybe here. Lighten it there too. Yeah, that's starting to look good actually. That's in the right place. That's on the edge there and there and there. So that looks really good. Do wonder where the centre of the job is going to be. This will be a challenging one to make it nice. Arrangement in the sunshine is a pain in the arse as well. Probably going to try more than one version and do a switcheroo maybe. So yeah, this is a Johnny Five piece. I do associate it with him. It looks like him, it really does. It's a really nice... I don't watch movies anymore, folks. I don't have time or money for movies. I do have a bunch of DVDs that I bought a while back. I'm probably going to give them away to charity because I'm not the kind of person, and my partner Luigi, we just don't have time for movies. If we're going to do things, together, we're going to just do recreational things together, maybe go on picnics and barbecues and that together, and swimming. Do things that we can spend together and talk with each other, because we've spent, it's been more than 30 years since Luigi and I last spoke. We've got decades worth of catching up, so watching movies would just be a waste of quality time. However much I'm going to miss maybe watching some movies every now and then, I would much prefer to spend time with my partner, quality time, talking and having dinners and doing all sorts of nice, and doing photocopier art, because we're both into photocopiers, designing photocopiers one day once I overcome my disabilities with technology and medicine. So, and that's come up looking quite a treat. I think we can now call this demo quits.